Hello and good day to everybody. I'm David Craddock from Books to Uplift Publishing Company, and I want to share with you today in particular some thoughts about this book which Susan has written called Invest in Yourself with Exercise. This is a very, very powerful book indeed. And in the foreword I tell my story about how when I met Susan, she guided me into a whole range of answers as how to deal with my health. And one of the things she shared with me was this: look, David, you have the responsibility for your own health. I can teach you everything I know, but it's for you to put it into practice. And so I did put it into practice. When I met her, I was not in particularly good health. I'd had an illness and I'd accumulated pounds and pounds on my body. I was 80 pounds heavier than I am today. Well, by putting into practice her principles, I was able to lose that 80 pounds over the course of a 6-month period. I've kept that weight off and I've continued to apply her principles. So what are these principles? Let's just look in very broad terms as to what she's taught me and continues to teach me and what I continue to put into practice. The first is to get your diet under control. So I follow a very, very nutritious diet indeed. I'm very conscious of what I put into my body, but that's not a chore. The reason it's not a chore is because I know the benefits that come from being diligent in the food that I put into my body. I follow a vegan diet, as Susan does. And by following that vegan diet, I find an enormous release of energy, which is very, very helpful indeed, because I'm very demanding of myself and what I want to achieve out of life in terms of my work and my business initiatives, and indeed enjoying life. And by putting foods into your body which actually release that energy, you're going to find that fulfillment of life. Now look, it's not just nutrition, although nutrition is a very, very powerful element. It's looking at your life holistically. So let's have a look at some other aspects. Exercise. So very, very important to releasing those endorphins. And when I go out on my morning walk, I find myself in a world all of my own, where blessings come into my life. I can listen to the birds singing as the dawn breaks. I can look at the lake where I walk and just see it rippling in the morning. And then the sun comes out during the summer months and boy, is it beautiful. And all that enriches my life, as well as the actual physical movement. I'm enjoying being outside. I'm enjoying being in the fresh air. That's so very lovely. So we've looked at nutrition, a few thoughts on that. We've looked at exercise, a few thoughts on that. Sleep. Sleep is a very, very important element within the holistic lifestyle. And when I met Susan, I was living on sometimes 3-4 hours most a night in order to actually meet work remits. That was not healthy. So I had to reorganize my life in order to ensure that I get at least 6 to 7 and preferably 8 hours tonight. I also reorganized my sleep patterns so that rather than working very late into the night, I would go to bed early and then start my work early. So I would have time when the phone's not ringing to actually work through reports and responses to clients and just maximize the energy potential that I was getting from my new diet. Relationships also, they're very important. We've looked at nutrition, we've looked at exercise, we've looked at sleep, but relationships. To be kind in your relationships, to have fulfilling relationships, to have people in your life who respect you as well as you respecting them. Also very, very important. To nurture relationships and to be kind to people who come into your life. To find ways of serving others through charity or donation, whatever you feel called to, all part of the holistic lifestyle. And it's all part of investing in yourself. And that's the title of Susan's book, invest in yourself. Specifically, of course, this book is about exercise, but it also explores other aspects of that holistic lifestyle. And then if you want to know more, you can look into her other books, which develop the concept of confidence and faith and vigour and love for your fellow man and woman, and indeed for the whole of creation. So I hope these thoughts help. I do recommend to you in particular, invest in yourself with exercise. These concepts have changed my life. I recommend them to you. Thank you for listening. That's David Craddock, President of Books to Uplift Publishing Company.